Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, KGeekXX Chic, and we are back with a reaction to a brand new show. It has been a minute since I've started something new, so I'm very, very excited. I'm actually going to be delving into quite a few more animes now, which is something that I've been meaning to do for a while, but just didn't get around to it. But now with everything that's going on, it looks like it's going to be a minute before some scripted shows make their way back to us. So while we're waiting for those to come back, I'm going to start catching up on some of the animes that I've been wanting to watch for a while, and I thought I would share along with you guys. So we're going to be starting this show, which is Dr. Stone. So this is an anime that I actually saw pop up on my page ages ago, and I was like, I'm gonna check that out, and then I completely forgot about it. But here we are, we're back. It's actually on to season 3 already, so I am behind, but I'm okay with that because I like having a nice stream of episodes for me to be able to delve into, so it's good. Playing catch up is good this particular time. So I am ready to start this series. I know very little about it. I have not read the manga associated with it. So I'm just gonna take a look at the description so we can know what we're getting into with this particular anime. All right, it says, one fateful day, all of humanity was petrified by a blinding flash of light. After several millennia, high schooler Taiju awakens and finds himself lost in a world of statues. However, he's not alone. His science-loving friend Senku has been up and running around for months now and has got a grand plan in mind to kickstart civilization with the power of science. All right, so that's what's on the site itself. I'm pretty sure there's probably much more deep and in-depth description of what's going on, but I feel like this is a good summation of what's happening. And I do remember from the trailer that I watched years ago that that's basically what happened. Everyone was stoned except for a few people and them kind of just figuring out how to bring the world back to life. So your girl loves a good dystopian, so I am looking forward to this. So I'm gonna jump into it because there's not much else to say. So before I do that though, however, this is your first time to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I do reactions to all kinds of shows here. As I said, I'm going to be doing a lot more anime series very soon as well, but I watch this and a lot of other things, and if you'd like to watch me do that or follow me along on this journey, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. That way you'll know when I upload the next episode. And if you like this episode, I'd also appreciate it very, very much if you hit the thumbs up button as well. For those of you who've been here before, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. And yes, new show, so I hope you enjoyed this journey along with me. One more note before we jump into the reaction as well. I am going to be rebooting my Patreon, and I will be putting episodes of my animes up early on those ones. I'm also thinking of putting up full reactions on that page as well. That'll be coming soon, not quite yet, but I will put up a notification on my page for when I am going to start uploading all those things to Patreon. But the first episode is going to be here because it's the first episode. So, all right, that's enough jibber jabber, guys. Let's get into the first episode of Dr. Stone right about now. Wow, we just jump right in. It's BFF. Why would he want maximum pheromone steroid? That's just gonna turn him into a horn dog. Oh, sorry, I'm thinking hormones, not pheromone. Pheromones are the you love me drug. Oh! Probably. You and your 10 billion%. Something tells me that's going to get you into trouble at some point. Are those headphones or a hairband? Wow. But you know, this is what he gets for announcing to everybody that he's about to confess. 5 years, bro? Man up. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's actually a genuine distraction. That was actually really sweet. Completely useless, but sweet. Oh, I like how they're doing the global thing. I was like, wait, that's English. Dubai, Egypt. Wow, we went through the whole world. Oh, yep, that's gonna happen. And it hit the skies. I don't think he's coming back. Wait, so it doesn't affect animals? Okay, or clothes apparently. Just organic matter. But then animals, okay. And clearly it went through walls and in the air, where I guess we can assume underwater too. So the animals weren't affected at all. Okay, how much time has gone by? Okay, you know what? That's actually the definition of hell. It's basically like being stuck in sleep paralysis forever. Bambi and her mom are finally safe. Oh, Fuji! Looking gorgeous as ever. Do I want to know what's going on there? Who is this? And is he naked? Looks like he's naked. Congrats. I mean, for nature to take back its world like this, I gotta think it was a minute. Yeah. So if people died, then I guess they don't come back? So this was happening to animals beforehand, which tells me someone was probably testing. Okay, so whatever this was, it was man-made, probably. Is he? Oh my god, he's sweating so bad. Oh, look at y'all. Two peas in a pod. You're meant for each other. I didn't even recognize him. Okay, so how did he get all the way over there? Look at the size of this tree. Wow, okay, so it's been a long time. Are you sure she's alive? We're just assuming everybody inside is alive? You know what I just realized? I forgot that he was, because I was like, how did he get all the way to wherever he was when he was right beside her? But then I forgot that the water came. Really? Now? I mean, I guess she can hear you. By the way, kids, this is what you call a true captive audience. Aw. It's true, actually, at this point. How awkward if she came out of stone after all that time and was like, so, you're so not my type. Okay. Interesting. So someone beat you. Smart. He figured. Okay, so these markings happened after. Interesting. Oh, come on. How do you know? How do you know? Oh, is that all? Thank you. Questions. They need answers. But okay. Okay, this guy actually is a genius because Lord knows I don't have the patience to count that long. I was about to say, how does he know if it's day or night? But he got a pretty good spot for the looks of things. Oh, no, he couldn't see. Ah. Impressive. Brains and brawn. That's what true geniuses do. It's like, now that I'm actually awake, I need to delegate all this work, because ew. Good point. I mean, I think you should if the man sat there and counted every single second since he was frozen. I mean, I feel like it's a good idea to figure out who did this and how it happened. Alright, we like the can-do attitude, better than panicking. I feel like I'd be pretty destroyed if I found out I'd lost like 5,000 years. See, it's a good thing he knows these things because y'all would have been gone already. I would say, yeah, if you haven't eaten for a few hundred years, then anything with salt's gonna taste amazing. What, you supposed to talk to your friend since you picked a bunch of poisonous food already? Okay. I feel like if you guys thought out, it must be time. Yeah, good point. Gonna be kind of hard to keep the human race going with just the two of you. Guano! Sorry. If you watched Ace Ventura 2, you know the joke behind that one. Oh, so he's saying that the guano is what broke down your stone. But the thing is, though, bro, you just poured on some right now. Like, if that's your theory, that guano's probably been dripping on him for like 300 years. That would be about how long it would take to break down rock, I would think. You could. I know if I was, again, woke up after all that many years, I would probably need a drink too. I mean, that is the way they do it in Italy. They're like 5,000 years old now, guys. Thank you. You're looking fantastic for a couple of 3,000-year-olds, though. Brandy? When? How did he make a clay pot? He need a kiln? Yeah. I was about to say, I think to make actual hardened clay takes a minute and a kiln, and it's not an overnight process. Sorry, but I kind of love that they're spending this much time just figuring out how to make alcohol. That is a very human thing. There's probably so many other things they could be figuring out right now, but like, let's see how we can get drunk. Oh wow, this is going through the seasons. They still figure, okay, well, he's at least got a cask that isn't dying. Oh, my man's got facial hair. Okay, he grown. Okay, they're still trying to figure out how to melt the rock. Success. Nice. Oh, there's more. Interesting thought. Welcome back, Birdo. Don't crap on them. Not the extended scream. But after literally what looked like a year of trying, I understand the enthusiasm. A year. Okay. We still haven't explained what happened to you guys, though. All right. I think that is it. Let's see. Do we have any end scenes with this show? No. Okay, guys. Well, that was the premiere episode of Dr. Stone, season 1, episode 1. And I like it. It did a good job of kind of getting the stage set for what we're going to be experiencing in this series. We were introduced to our two main characters, Senku, who is described multiple times throughout the episode as being the big oaf. He's a lot of brains, or so a lot of brawn, maybe not so much brains, but he's got a lot of tenacity, a lot of energy, and a lot of strength, clearly. And we see that he had he was in love with somebody. He actually had a crush he'd been holding on to for 5 years, and he was finally planning to tell her. And as it would happen, as it goes, Murphy's Law, the world pretty much ends that day. A big green light comes across all of the world, it looks like. I mean, yeah, they showed the whole world, and everyone turned to stone. But for some reason, we see that it didn't affect animals. It affected some birds, but it didn't affect all animals. A lot of the animals are still okay, but humans pretty much all turned to stone. And some of them looks like got broken, some of them are still intact, and a lot of time has passed. Nature has taken over the world again, and Senku finally does come back. We find out that through Senku anyways, that he was awake, and also through, why do I keep forgetting his name? Let me go back and look at it. Taiju, sorry. Yeah, we find out that his friend, I think I got the names mixed up, but anyway, we find out he was also awake the entire time. So his friend is woken up first, 6 months before him, and he said he counted every single second that he was frozen, or yeah, I guess we can call it frozen, petrified. So that's crazy. So let's just take that, just take that in. He sat there and literally counted every second for over 1,000 years. Like, I mean, it's not like he had anything better to do, but that's crazy. But I guess that's also how he said he kept his sanity during that time. And for him, apparently he almost lost consciousness during that time. So they said in the episode that there's probably a reason that the two of them woke up. They were close to each other. They both woke up within 6 months of each other. Like, what was it? And I think in part it was because he was trying to figure out the scientific reason for it, like why their stone broke when other people's stones haven't broken, which we saw through the episode. He discovered because of the mixture of the nitric acid and other things that probably broke the stone down, but also most likely because it seems like Senku and him are the only ones who actually stayed conscious potentially the entire time. We saw through through Taiji, like he was really just focused on this confession he wanted to make so badly that it kept him mentally there despite the fact that there was nothing going on all that time. So very interesting. I really thought it was going to be a situation where they just woke up free of this stone and had no idea what was going on, but they were conscious, or at least some of them. We'll see if it's the case with everybody because we only got the two of them so far. But if everybody was conscious all this time, there's going to be some crazy people. Like there's no way some people aren't going to wake up and be completely mad, just completely insane. Whether it's just because they went crazy from being locked up like that for so long, or they're just raging and angry because they were locked up for so long. So it's all kind of cutesy right now, but I can definitely see the potential of this particular show to get quite dark in some places. And then of course there is the ever looming big question, which was asked by one of our characters, which is, how did this happen? Who turned us to stone? Why did it happen? And understanding that, I think, will not only help them to potentially do a mass revival, but as we heard from him, he also wants to restructure society because they are starting from scratch again because everything's overgrown. We saw nature's been taking back the world. The animals are roaming free again. Yes, I'm interested to see how many more people get introduced into their world now that they've finally figured out how to break the stone down faster. It's going to be a matter of who they break down and why. And of course, we already know who one of them is going to vote for. He's going to want his dear love to be unlocked after all this time. But I think they need to be strategic about who they decide to revive and when, just because obviously, as like I said, not everyone's going to come back okay. And not everyone's going to necessarily be helpful right off the bat either. So yeah, interesting conundrum, interesting premise. Like it a lot. The animation is cool. All right, that was the first episode. I really did enjoy it. I'm looking forward to delving more into this series, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next video.